Let's check out this KTM Lykan. So initial impression, in terms of boxing, it's all bubble wrapped. I would say that's a step up from a lot of bikes that I have built over the years. Very well packaged bike. I would say very few bikes over the years that I have built have been packaged this nicely. Very good. Alright. First off, this little thing's kind of intriguing. Owner's manual comes in a nice little bag. A little heavy denier. RockShox manual. This particular one did come with the KTM line seat post. Dual bolt. Looks like a seat post. Seat in this case is a Cial Italia. Made in Italy. So reflectors galore for the safety conscious, including look at that.
The bell is cool. You look for a reflector on my bike? I'll show you.
Did come with actual metal stock pedals as opposed to the general plastic $10 cheapies. So nice little upgrade from the normal. And yeah, just reflectors throughout. Little spacers for the disc brakes. Two of those. That's what comes in the box. We got a box, a bike, a wheel, and seat post and pedals. Let's put it together.
The finished product, really killer mountain bike. 1700 and change gets you XT Dior Mix, 68 degree head, 180mm rotors, nice bike. Cleanest wheels I've seen on a mountain bike ever. 4-bar link rear suspension, totally isolates all movement from pedaling and brake force, works perfect. Alright Dave, well we showed you coming out of the box now, we've got the complete package here. I'm going to take it for a ride today of course, give it a good test out. But why don't you tell me a little bit about what all we've got going on here, components, etc., head angle, all that good stuff.
Well, this is they're kind of all mountain, all-purpose bike, 5 inches of travel front and rear. It does have lockout, remote for the fork, lockout here in the rear. We already set it up for sag for you, but we're shooting for about that 25% sag when you first sit on it, front and rear. Shimano 10-speed drivetrain. This is actually a 3x10 on this stock base model. The intention of this one, I believe, is kind of that entry-level full suspension, so giving a lot of gear options out there. One thing that I did find interesting is that they actually went with 180mm disc brake rotors on both front and rear. A lot of companies are opting for a smaller rotor in the back. I kind of like the fact that they're both 180s. Gives you lots of good positive stopping power.
Absolutely, they cool better than the 160s too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, make the pads last longer. Everything works better in that regard. Head tube angle on this particular model, I actually would have to check, but I believe we're looking at about a 68 degree head tube angle on it. Again, I'd have to check that. I didn't memorize those stats.
That's all right.
Everything on here is bone stock with the exception of the pedals. I didn't put the little fancy amp research pedals out there just because color matched and got pretty nice pedals. So figured for a demo have pedals that are secure.
Absolutely. When you have them in the garage, that always helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Any other questions on it?
No. Thanks for letting me come up and try this thing out today. Absolutely.
And you're familiar with the Shimano index shifting, so.
Yeah, I've got the same on my bike.
Good.
So we're good there.
It did get rode pretty hard yesterday, so I did clean it up and check everything out, so if something's out of adjustment, please let me know. But,
of course. That's the other thing I wanted to say too, is I really like your program on this. The lifetime of free tune-ups. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Bike needs to be working right, and a lot of people don't take their bikes back in because of the cost involved. I want to make sure that their bikes are always riding tip-top. If it's going to have my name associated with it, I want it to be the best it can be. So.
Well, that's a huge thing. Customer service, this day and age in particular, but customer service is huge.
Well, everything's available on the internet with the exception of good service.
That's right. So. All right, well, enough of this. Let's go ride and have some fun.
Let's get on these things.
Boise's newest KTM dealer, Boise Bike Wrench. Give Dave a call. He'll take great care of you.